Alrighty, the name of the game is Eververse, and the topic is cosmetics. And today it is basically what is going to be new in the store for seasonal. So, if you don't know, of course, pre-orders is a thing, and is this a new thing? Okay, I'll just ignore that for now. Which means the front store did rotate, so there is going to be some new stuff. And if you've watched my previous videos, you'll now know that let's see, that's recommended. The archive has been updated with a few other things. Like, when was this a thing? Oh, this was Risen, that's right. But pretty much everything that was Season of the Risen has also been updated and added to the archive. Finishers, armor sets, emotes, ornaments, anything from Season of the Risen is now here in the store. So if you wanted to purchase it by silver, it is there. But of course, there is still the Brightness store that you can buy some things directly out of there if you have the currency for it. But going to the front page and basically on the main seasonal offering. So you'll see a variety of basically just cosmetic packs as they usually do. Ghost, Sparrow, and ship sets in case you wanted to buy them. And if you bought them all in a bundle, you would save a little bit. And of course, there is a Witch Queen starter pack that does give you, I think, a few transmog uses. But then, in terms of everything, there's one bundle that seems unique. The Volatile Thorn bundle, which is a Infinite Quiver ornament for... Ooh, that's pretty cool looking on Layman Arc. Some nice little neon there. Which I think it also gives you a shader that looks pretty solid in some surf... Oh, and it actually tells us that it's animated, which looks to be the pair of said ornament. Ooh. That looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sparky and cool looking. Sadly, of course, it is still ornament, or a bundle, so it might not be earnable at random. You might have to buy the bundle to actually earn it, but looking forward, you know, I'm not gonna be surprised about it anymore. So on the front page, we have a few things. First, the unblockable finisher, which it seems to be just a stasis punch, which, let's check that again. Oh, that's just a really solid punch. Bungie's getting back to basics. Then you also have Instinctive Archery, which is just a no-look blind shot archer kill, so it's not terrible, but like I said, Bungie seems to be getting back to basics. Then we also have the Improvised Hammer, which is... Just one more time. Oh, okay, you take the Claymore and you swap it around the wrong way. Okay, so then, let's see. There's going to be a few new universal ornaments. Of course, I'll wrap around to the other classes, but of course, there is no universal ornament for the Titan. I'm not going to lie. I usually have a solid guess, but... Oh, wait, hang on. I think I have an idea. One moment. I think I have an idea of what this is. Nope, that one. We shall be able to find that out in just a moment. Let's see, swap and... Let's see, contingent charge. Dang. I thought I was on... Well, maybe something. I can't tell any difference. I'm really struggling to think of what that could be for Titans. I'm usually really good at picking an ornament and finding it out. Like, I know last season, the Blued Steel ornament, or the ornament for Warlocks that came out, I nailed the guess on. But at the same time, I guess I'd... Maybe Horfrost. I don't know. It's hard to see what that pairs with. But aside from that brief digression, moving forward, there's, of course, going to be a variety of emotes. I'll just go ahead and let emotes be emotes. And you can also see ghost shells right here on the variety. You can see what they are, just in case, if you want to pick them up whenever they come around. Same with sparrows and ships. They are, of course, a new set. Ooh, Lucent Moth ship. Which, hang on, if there's a Lucent Moth ship, is there a sparrow? Yep, there's Lucent Seeker. And there's also Saturnid shell, which is, I guess, is just a cute little moth shell. But yeah, there's pretty much a set Sparrow and Ghost Shell ship group of everything. And of course, then the variety of emotes, and then for starting into our ornaments. Let's see, Transmat Effects, Ghost Projection. So we have the Reticule Lock for a Buoyant Leap. New this season, which is, I guess, a more basic armor look to it, as opposed to the spiky, weird gothic look. So maybe a good set to look a little more military. And we also have Secondary Energy for Armamentarium, which, after looking at that, the armor ornament is to go with this. So, I'll try Armamentarium. I won't be able to see what it does to this one just yet, because I'm not going to buy it just yet, but we'll see that going forward. And then for the mainstay of weapon ornaments, this is always the nicest part. We have, for Final Warring, the Flowing Phoenix, which I think is a Osiris or symmetry-based ornament, if I had to look at it. It is pretty solid looking, but at the same time, does anyone use Final Warning? Asking for a friend. Does literally anyone use Final Warning? And then you have Anomalous Domain for Detrimistic Chaos. Whoa, okay. So there's a black armory look to it. Now, I won't lie. It seems a little cheap just because it's basically just copy-paste black armory look to it. But at the same time, my main complaint is the fact that the bullets and all the energy is still purple. If you want to make a black and red ornament, don't put on a color that kind of clashes, or at least change the color elemental. It won't affect anyone's gameplay. I swear it's not pay to win. And we also have Inner Beauty for Grand Overture, which, it's a Callous Opulent look for Grand Overture, in case you wanted to go the Callous Shadow look a little bit more. Then we also have Future Past for Hierarchy of Needs, which is a Clovis Bray style ornament for Hierarchy, which, it's hard to say. Hierarchy of Needs already looks really good on its own, so it's hard to say if this is one worth the purchase, but of course, if you like the color scheme, to each your own. And then the aforementioned thing in Infinite Quiver, which this is purchasable individually, but at the same time, it might be a little bit more worth it to buy with a bundle, because while the bundle is cheaper than everything individually, it's a unique item. Then we also have the Ceremonial Arsenal for Navigator, which, it does look pretty interesting, but considering its original look in a nice sleek black, unique look, but at the same time, I don't know how well it will actually sell. I like the look, but I don't know how it compares. And then lastly, we have one for Huckleberry, which hasn't gotten one in ages. We have a basically Daito Foundry look that makes it look a nice, vibrant set of pinks and blues. And also a little Jade Rabbit Foundry. This is like the Foundry one for Sweet Business. So on that front, though, of course, for some mainstay in the Bright to Store, in case you didn't see it, the Vexplosion Sunshot ornament is there for picking up. That's a good, interesting thing. And then on the front page, of course, there is the egg, and then, I guess, a shader and some transmats. And of course, Bright to Store is there, but I imagine most people will be running to the store themselves to see what's here. Now, of course, I guess also here, some 30th anniversary ornaments have officially returned to the store. Hang on, let me actually check the archive. Let's see, filter, no, well, I won't check not owned. There's a lot of stuff I don't own. But actually, on that note, I guess 30th anniversary stuff is here in addition to everything else. So there is that nice bit. Now, it's time to check with our other two characters to see what the Hunters and Warlocks got for their ornaments. Alright, now checking in on our Hunters. Let's see, ooh, I know what that is. I think my Hunter actually has it currently equipped, so that works out. The Most Cunning for the Liar's Handshake Companion, which I also think it goes with the Snaky set. Now, it's hard to tell if it does anything to Liar's Handshake itself, but I can already see that glowing red on that. So it's a pretty solid look. However, the shadering might not work so well if it's a solid red glow, because, I mean, looking at my Guardian does kind of clash a little bit, so let's hope that works out a little bit better. And then, in terms of some armor ornaments, we have the Nucleostatic Sheath for Caliban's Hand, which looks pretty solid. I hope it does something interesting more than just this look, but Caliban's Hand already looked very solid, so it might be a losing fight already for that one. And for the Grapple Woven Mail one, someone that doesn't look so terrible, but also is a little weird. So I guess it's based on Europa winter helmets, but at the same time, looks a little bit funky. I mean, the original looked even funkier, so it's hard to say whether or not that is going to be something terrible or not. But just a quick check. Yeah, nothing else seasonal here. And to Warlocks. And lastly, for the Warlocks, let's see. We have the Royal Favor, which yeah, I have no guess. Maybe Necrotic Grip. That's the Awoken look. I have zero clue. That's a negative. I have no idea what that could work with. But of course, for ornaments, we have Controverse Hold, the Tyrian Gloves, which is a very Awoken, opulent look to it, which I get that there is still some use for Controverse, but it seems like Controverse Hold has gotten so many ornaments for an exotic that many people don't use. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, it got the spooky Grasp of the Void one a few seasons ago, and then this one came out, and I'm not sure if anyone's been releasing some crazy builds that warrant more exotics for it. But like I said, that's just my personal preference. I know I use some of the dumbest stuff around. And then lastly, for everything, we have Efficient Pursuit for the Strand Swarmers. So, actually, you got some casual little punk boots. But it looks like we're getting an ornament for everything Strand and then something in between. So the few Strand exotics we still have that are uniquely Strand exotics got a new look for them. And then pretty much everything else is seasonal. Now, I know last season, I think I pretty much said it was solid meh for some cosmetics. Now, aside from the, paired stuff, which I wonder if is there some sort of additional... Okay, it just says matching exotic armor. It doesn't tell me what exotic armor matches, but yeah, there's some solid looking stuff in here. Now, personally for me, I've pretty much found every ship and sparrow I want to use, so it's going to take something really unique to replace it. And for most of these ornaments, it's nice seeing some themes, and like an Osiris theme for Final Warning, Black Armory theme, even if it does kind of clash. Callus look for a Callus gun, but, there's nothing terrible here. Like I said, a few of the armor pair ornaments confused me, but pretty solid outing for the Bungie store this time around. And with that, my name is Mad Scorpion, this has been Cosmetics, and I will see you in the next video, which will likely be the start of the Season of the Witch story after the intro, specifically.